Okay, so you actually want to make gains at home. If you look it up online, you're going to find a bunch of information. However, a lot of it is for if you have equipment. This is for if you don't. So there are these 5-minute workout videos where we have 5-minute abs, 5 minutes back, 5-minute legs. And the thing is, a lot of the time, these exercises actually work. It's more just you doing dozens upon dozens of reps, not even near failure, just doesn't. As well as a lot of these require equipment, which a lot of us just don't have. When I began going into fitness, I had no equipment and pretty much started out with these 5-minute exercise videos. And I pretty much made little to no gains off of these videos. So, in spite of all these videos, here's how to actually make gains at home with no equipment. So there are 3 main splits that'll work: full body, upper and lower, and push-pull legs. The one that's most effective is push-pull legs, but for low in time, upper or lower, as well as full body work just fine. However, for the sake of clarity, I'm dividing this video into 3 different parts. Exercises that are push, that work your chest, shoulders, and triceps, pull, back and biceps, and legs, legs. The most basic exercise of them all, and the most effective in my opinion, will be the push-up. The push-up primarily works the chest, shoulders, and triceps. And if you can't do a push-up, which is totally fine by the way, you can start with a wall push-up, then build to a knee push-up, then build to a push-up negative, then to a push-up itself. If the push-up is too easy for you, there are many more ways to make it more difficult. There's a deficit push-up. If we'll build up to a one-arm push-up, first of all, there's a knee one-arm push-up, followed with an incline one-arm push-up, and one-arm push-up negative, followed by a push-up positive. And at this point, you should be able to try and work to the one-arm push-up itself with a wide stance, followed by a narrow stance. One last chest-based exercise is a wide grip push-up, which is actually really good. Here's the exercise if you want to work your shoulders more. Before I even begin, the standard push-up, as well as all the variants I already mentioned, are actually going to be pretty good for your shoulders. But if you want to isolate it, which you honestly should if you have time, here's some exercises. If you want to work the side delt more, you get a backpack filled up with water bottles if you want to increase the weight. There are also pike push-ups, as well as decline pike push-ups, which work the shoulders very well. And then there's handstands. Before you do your handstands, be sure you master your pike push-ups. First you have your wall handstands, and be sure to rest only your feet on the wall. Hold it for durations, however, if you want to only work on strength, don't go over about 45 seconds. Then you have the one leg wall handstand, followed by a straddle, where you bounce both legs on and off. You want to also learn how to kick up. There are many ways to do it, but one way is to kick up from the front, from the side, or climb up the wall. As well as learn how to bail very safely. I'll link the video in the description on how to do it. After you finish the straddle handstand, you then want to work to the handstand itself. And if you're superhuman, you can do the handstand push-up. Now lastly for the triceps are actually worked very well during shoulder and chest movements, especially during chest movements. However, if you want to isolate it, which you very much should, here are some exercises. There's a diamond push-up and a Sphinx push-up, which are pretty much the 2 main ones. When it comes to pull, here are some back exercises. First off, you have the inverted row, which pretty much you grab onto something and then pull up like a row. Something like a chair, a table, even like a really high couch or chair would do. Now when it comes to pull-up exercises, it becomes very difficult and quite frankly really hard to do without equipment. You can go outside and go on a tree branch, you can like the side of your house like a porch, as well as you can do a door frame or a door. However, especially with the latter two, you have to be very careful as you might tear down the door frame. That's pretty much it when it comes to back. When it comes to biceps, in the middle it gets even more complicated. There's stuff like where you pretty much get a towel and wrap around your foot and then curl at that using your foot as resistance. As well as you get the aforementioned backpack again, fill it up with water bottles, weigh it to make sure you're progressing, and then curl that. And to be completely honest with you, that's pretty much it when it comes to pull having no equipment. It's very difficult, as I said. I'd recommend going above and beyond what I said and trying to experiment to find more pull exercises, especially for your back. And now we're on to legs, which is somehow the most complicated and the least complicated of them all. For legs, you pretty much have exercises that work mostly your glutes and your quads, a little bit of hamstrings, and there really isn't much hope for your calves. When it comes to quads, there are 4 main movements: the reverse lunge, the Bulgarian split squat, and a basic bodyweight squat. When it comes to the lunge and reverse lunge, it's kind of hard to make it more difficult. You can get the backpack and make it heavier. When it comes to Bulgarian split squat, you can get your feet and put them on 2 chairs and do deficit Bulgarian split squat, which will burn, especially if you do slow. And if you combine it with adding weight in the backpack, with water bottles, boxes, center blocks, etc., it will make it much more difficult and much more hypertrophy. Now when it comes to the bodyweight squat, pretty much one path making it difficult to move to the pistol squat. A progression would look like this. We start the bodyweight squat, be sure to master before you do it. Move your legs closer together and do like a close feet squat. Then do a pistol squat while holding onto the surface. And then a pistol squat itself. As well as there's also a sissy squat, which is very good. That'll pretty much cover your glutes and your quads. What about your hamstrings? If I'm being honest with you, for hamstrings there really isn't much to do. You can do the Nordic curl where you pretty much build up to where you control the negative all the way till you can do it on your own. You can be this crazy guy and do it vertically. Now if I'm being honest with you, growing your calves in general are very difficult, let alone at home with no equipment. You pretty much start out with this 2-leg calf raise, then the 1-leg calf raise, then the elevated calf raise, then the 1-leg elevated calf raise, and then you can add weight to it, but that's pretty much it. Now for pure exercising, that's pretty much it. However, if you want to do some programming, here's some information. Now you pretty much want to do a push-pull leg split, although upper body, lower body, as well as a full body will work too. When it comes to choosing actual exercises, I pretty much focus on how much time you have. If you're little on time, do the big exercises like the push-up, the row, as well as the squat. And if you have more time, you can do the isolation stuff, such as a Sphinx push-up, the curl, as well as a calf raise. Be sure to also keep sets and reps pretty good. I had a little note at the beginning of the video probably. And yeah, that's pretty much it. First of all, I want to thank you for watching. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm going to upload quite a bit. My bad for like this 6-month break. School got in the way. I mentioned that in the last video, but the last video was actually recorded in September. So yeah, and it wasn't really edited until very recently. My bad, school got in the way as usual. Anyway, when it comes to newer videos, I pretty much want to do stuff on saltwater, physiognomy maybe. That back hypertrophy video will come soon. Do not worry. What else is there? I'll do videos on like the Bulgarian split squat, the curl, the squat itself. Maybe like a few lunge videos. Maybe make a video on how to do at-home workouts if you do have some equipment. And yeah, I'll pretty much end this here. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and bye.
Check out my new favorite channel. It is so good. Oh my god. Look at it.